welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss something related to Scrum Master and Scrum related artifacts. Okay, in last videos, we have gone through Scrum related the definitions, its uses for the current software development, and the Scrum roles, values, the principles, and the events. Okay, so in this video, we are going to cover the artifacts. Let's go ahead and talk on about the first and most important Scrum artifact, that is product backlog. Okay, think of it as a living wish list. Okay, we are always having the wish list for us, right? The same of everything that might be needed in the final product. It contains the features, bug fixes, or technical work, and anything else required to deliver the value to the customer. Okay, so here what it makes it powerful, so it order by the priority. So the product backlog, we are having its order by the priorities, meaning the most valuable item are at the top. Okay, and then it's a emergent, meaning it evolves what we learn more. Okay, then it's refined continuously, so not just once and forgotten. Okay, means we are not going to develop something in once and we are not going to forget the all the things. Okay, so we are continuously refine that product values and everything quality of the product. Okay, so product owner owns the product backlog. They decide what goes in the vision. Okay, what gets the prioritize in the items. Okay, and ensure items are clear enough for the team to start work on it. So unlike the traditional the requirement documents, I can say the product backlog is the collaborative and lightweight, and it's always changing. We can add as per the customer requirement in between as well. Okay, in the product, because the market, technology, and the customers are always changing. It's a continuously changing world, right? So now let's dive deeper into how backlog items are managed and refined into the product backlog. So product backlog items are we can say PBI, that is product backlog iteration, aren't just bullet points. They are dynamic pieces of the work that carry out the context and the complexity of that product as well. Okay, so each item has having the description, we can say it's a user story or something. So priority set by the product owner and the estimated the determined by the development team. Supporting details we are having like acceptance criteria or design notes or something. Okay, so this item, each item is having description, priority, estimation, and the supporting details like acceptance criteria. The top items are more refined and ready for the next sprint as always, while lower ones are will be the clarified later or we can take it later. So this is known as the progressive elaboration. So now, act of improving and revising the backlog is called the backlog refinement or the backlog grooming as well. The both terms are the same. So it's not the no formal Scrum event, we can say it, but it happens continuously. Means every week we are going to refine the backlog. It includes the adding details if required, then they estimate the efforts as well, then reordering based on the new information we can go ahead with. Okay, this is the backlog refinement, and that meeting we can held like always in the every week for 1 hour, 1 hour or something. Okay, it usually take up now more than 10% of team's time, and it ensures we are not walking into sprint planning unprepared. Okay, sprint planning. So next, let's zoom on what happens once the sprint start. That is sprint backlog. This is the second artifact. So now we shift from the long-term planning to short term focus. Long term planning was the product backlog. Short term focus, the sprint backlog. This is the subset of the product backlog, just the items selected for the current sprint. It includes the PBI selected, that product backlog item, then the sprint goal that aligns them, and the delivery plan often broken into the task subtasks, so we can create for the user stories. Okay, so sprint backlog is created during the sprint planning itself and owned entirely by the development team. No one outside the team can change it during the sprint. Only product owner can cancel the sprint. Okay. Otherwise, nothing will happen in between that. But here's the catch. While the backlog item and goals are frozen, the detailed plan can be evolved. If a new task emerge or estimated the changes, the team can update their approach, but only with the transparency and the product owner's input. After that, only they will proceed. The artifacts is super important for the focus and the accountability. It tells the team what they have committed to, and it gives the stakeholders a snapshot of to expect. Okay, so now let's talk about the next output, that the product increment, that is the next artifact. The final artifact in the scrum is the product increment. The sum of the all completed product, I can say, the backlog items during the sprint plus the increment of the previous sprints as well. So in plain term, I can say it, this is the working part. Okay, it's a product increment. So it must meet the definition of done, the agreement upon the quality standards, and it must be usable even if the product owner chooses not to release it. Okay, yeah, each increment is stepping stone towards the product goal. Think of it like you are laying bricks. Each one is stable and valuable on its own, but together they form a full structure. Correct. So in I can say you might have six sprints or something. Each should produce an increment that builds toward the full release. This is the example. The key here is potentially shippable. It doesn't mean it is to be deployed or something. But it must be ready for the deployment. Deployment must be carried in monthly wise, or 1 month or 3 months or something. We can do as per the contract sign. Okay, so deployment will be as per the deployment schedule, but we are going to release the each increment the sprint with the definition of done. Okay, so user stories are building the blocks of the product backlog. Okay, they are short, simple, and always return form with the respective of the user. Okay, the common format we can say is a type of user. I want this goal, so that the reason of it. For example, I can say, as a trader, I want to receive a real time market update so I can make faster decisions. Okay, this is all about the user stories. So, we are going to cover this topic in the next video. So, just be with me, and if you having any questions, doubt, just put it in the comments so that we can resolve it, or you are having any insights, we can gain the knowledge from your end as well. Just share with us in the comment section. Thank you and best luck.